Start stream. No. What? I didn't do nothing. Alright. My stream is up. Ooh, I can set it in Italian. Marfa is dead. Marfa is dead. Horror game. It should be up. No. Oh my god. This game is not very, what you call it? Oh, it's not that it's not optimized, it's just not very tab friendly. I'm trying to fuck with stream settings on the other monitor. It's annoying. There we go. I think I got to work. All right, we're good. I also want to turn up my volume a little bit. I can't hear the game. Alright, let's try this. Alright. Apply. Oh my god. Yeah. They're at the fucking... Wow. You know this game's intense if like it has all these like if you're going through trauma, go visit this website. I am down, dude. I am down to fuck around with games like this. Probably. I'm staring at a face right now. Is this Marfa?
Ciao. I'm Julia. Julia Kay.
Maybe.
I'm glad you are here. Nobody has visited me in
I know
ages.
only one thing about
It's
this
been
game, and
years
I'm not
now.
gonna say what it is. That would be a
I
spoiler.
must tell you my story, but I don't know where to begin. There
How's the
is so
stream
much
quality,
that
by the way, Bunny?
I should start from my
Alright, good.
childhood, but my memories
Could
of these times
would you
are
mind
vague.
checking YouTube
I
and
only
seeing if
remember the
that's
summer
good
of
too? 'Cause it should be on both.
1929, when they sent me off to stay with my nanny.
It should be in there. It's in. Oh, I don't put it in the description, but it's in the. I need to put that on my profile.
Will you tell me the story of the White Lady?
Not to mention that.
No, little sparrow. Not tonight. A fog is coming, see?
Yes. I know that when it's foggy, the lady kills young women. But why is she so evil?
You see, Julia, pain and suffering can make us do evil things. Even if we're not actually bad.
Just like soldiers have to kill other soldiers. I like the lady
It's a
beside
creepy
the
fucking
nanny.
doll.
She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me. Does she kill those who love her?
Of course not.
That makes me feel better because I love her. But what about Martha? Would she be in danger?
Your sister is with your mother, so do not worry. Do you miss them?
No. I mean, yes, I miss Martha a little, but I love spending time with you.
Now, go to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny. I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And will I be beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because I love her, and since you're not a young woman, could you tell me her story? Even if it's foggy outside. Please. Oh, please. Then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
I loved Nanny and I loved that story. Every time I heard it, it sounded like a new and more mesmerizing tale. Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved. She was expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island.
Jen, you should play
desire,
FGO.
But death, not love, was awaiting her.
Oh, the poor dear. That's not fair.
Life
I'm the
isn't
daughter.
fair, Poppet, but that's the way it is, and we must learn to deal with it.
Okay, I'll try. But it makes me so mad. Keep on reading, Nanny.
I hadn't realized I was the little
In
girl.
despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy.
No. I have not.
So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found.
I did hear it is coming to Steam, so if
Since
it goes
then,
on a deep
her
sale, I
spirit,
might try it.
known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in
God.
the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she loved.
There was for a while, then they moved them all to
When fog
Blizzard's
arises,
launcher.
the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake.
It's kind of
and
a
roam the
creepy
woods,
storybook.
looking for her long-lost love in vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance.
I'm a little scared of this story, even though I like the lady.
Should I stop reading, my little sparrow?
No, Nanny. Daddy always tells me that fear must be faced. Go ahead.
Okay, honey.
I'm liking
Every
the
time
music.
the sad memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes
Later
the
on,
life
I'll
of a
figure
young
out how to
woman
put sound
by
bites on my
slaying
stream
such a
so people
life in
can
its
play
youth.
sound.
Even just for an
Try
instant.
to jump scare me.
The lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
I am, dude. There's so many good
Good
games
night, Nanny.
coming out this month.
Good
I am
night, my
hyped.
love.
There's a decent amount, yeah. And I have a few horror games I want to play, just they have been out, so.
I spent almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home, I quickly forgot how to be happy. My memories do not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father
It does feel
created a
nice
device
being done
that
with the
attached to
tier, right,
cameras.
Johnson?
It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals. or whatever else was in that damned place.
Yeah. Oh. Oh! Okay, I am playing now. What is this? Camera?
Reel off the film.
Yours is? Oh, is your static done, Johnson?
Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film. Put the new film in.
Oh.
Close the camera.
Yeah, that's fair.
Load the film.
I feel that. I feel that quite a bit.
Activate the timer.
Yeah, it's probably just a fight. He probably wants to do something, you know.
Almost ready. Now to bring the image into focus. There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I frame it better, I might be able to see what it is.
Is that? Oh, that's a body.
What? Is that a person? I must help them. I was horrified at the idea that someone might have drowned in my lake. The lake was my world, where I would spend entire days daydreaming. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible. I instantly noticed that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin, a part of me, dead. Impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think. I have to stay calm.
Oh.
Martha is not dead. It's not possible. It's not true. There's no need to worry. Everything is fine. Everything will be fine. I have to stay calm. Martha is not dead. It's not possible. Martha, February 26th, 1923.
Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
What are you doing?
Go, Eric, run!
My parents ran towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. Martha, are you okay?
Actually, I'm actually
asked
starting to
me,
wonder if this is more like a
speaking
point
slowly in
game.
order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone. I would have to pretend to be Martha forever.
Oh no. So, her twin died. And now she's pretending to be her dead twin because her mom didn't like her and her mom liked her twin.
O Lord who gives life to the dying, let your sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Eerie, did you remember to light the candles in
Oh
the
wait,
hall?
I can move. Okay.
People will be here soon.
Mummy always finds something for everyone to do. Mummy and Daddy. They are the epitome of wealth and elegance, but pain pays no heed to money and style. This painter was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours. The only way people could tell Martha and me apart was by dressing differently. Even Mother couldn't tell us apart. Daddy's canes. They are so beautiful, but I can't say why, but they have always scared me. I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital.
Oh my god, it's making me want to play Fallout. This radio here. I don't think it's the same time frame. It's... Is it bad if I kind of want to get an old radio like this? It wouldn't work for shit, but...
July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply saddened and is thinking of you during this extremely difficult time. Ernesto E. and family. July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant Colonel Rapporteur. An old painting. I find it so sad. It communicates a sense of deep solitude to me. There's no reason to use the phone right now.
Oh.
For a moment I thought I saw... No, that's not possible. It must be this whole situation making me see things that don't exist. A telegraph box. I know how to use it. Daddy taught me. Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together. On the rare occasions he's at home, that is. Daddy, Mummy, and my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that Father is a soldier. Mother would have been more suitable if she wasn't a woman. Daddy must be devastated. He loves me. I messed up and now I have to watch him suffer my death. I can at least light the candles and let him find some comfort in sleep.
Oh, it's a lantern. It's roof.
Books, books, and more books. In our villa there must be 10 times more than even here. Riding bikes around here is beautiful. These are Mummy and Daddy's bikes, though. Mine is outside. I don't need that right now.
When you're done, can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send Martha if you like.
Never a moment's peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second. Everything always has to be perfect with her.
Parla Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. Felice non è felice. E c'è stata la pioggia. La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here, of all places?
What? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
Welcome back.
What are they talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you
bet you
talking
do,
about,
Bunny.
Irena? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf and for you being infertile. Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irene. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. You're crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me?
Damn. Mom and this
They
game is
have
kind of
done
niche.
this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich Kay was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Mother didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared
Okay.
about was that my death was so painful.
Yeah, tell him. I'll pull him. I mean, we could just go to general too. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Imagine. The what? Is that Meat Canyon? I have not.
For Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was
Oh,
better
no.
for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Do you have another box, Jen? Ooh, that's a lot of blood. That's funny. Oh my god. Bunny, it's that scene. Just watch. Cutting off a face, okay. Yeah, that's the one thing I knew about this game. And it happened surprisingly early. What if they have this in the new Chainsaw Massacre game? Oh, jeez. That was, that was a sequence. That's like devotion cutting out your fucking tongue. Or ripping out your tongue, I should say. You remember that, Bunny? Devotion when you rip your tongue out? Okay. That was crazy.
It was just a dream. A horrible dream. That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality. This is Martha and me at the festival of the patron saint. It was only a few months ago, and now... Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
It's Martha. It's Martha is dead.
Scary fairy tales. Everything seems to be scary lately.
Yeah, Madison's in their game.
Yet everything here is so beautiful and bright.
You were doing DSR, right?
Our beautiful home.
Yeah.
In spite of everything, I prefer being here. Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe. This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened. Even more scary fairy tales. Everything I need is always in my bag. key to my trinket box. Can I be Martha without her clothes? Mummy never wanted us to swap, so I don't know how she will take it. I could wear Martha's clothes instead, in the other wardrobe. It's me with the nanny. Or maybe it was Martha. No one can remember. Nanny will be visiting me soon. Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. The butterfly collection that Daddy made for me. Here is my diary. July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now. July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the White Lady playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, but she we feel right when we're together. This is not the right key. I must get her key if I want to know what's inside her trinket box.
Erich, I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast. Fine, but I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did
It's
you
July
say?
18th.
Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light.
Martha's
So
dead.
when she wakes up, she'll know when to come down for breakfast.
So far, yeah.
Here's the whole family
I
together.
cut off a
A
woman's
very rare
face.
thing indeed. They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I
It
need
was
to
like
be
a
careful
nightmare
not to talk,
sequence.
or I will be in serious trouble.
It makes sense to the story. Ooh, yeah, I'll have to hit up Green Man's. I
How
have 'em
wonderful
both,
the
yeah.
snow is. Unfortunately, it doesn't snow often around here.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of paintings in our house. Mum is passionate about painting. Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit sad. As a child, when I spent those short years with the nanny, this was my room. It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room? Mummy's family coat of arms.
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes, yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera? Are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away soon. I promise. The thought makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right. But let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them. During deep winter, I would go to sleep snuggled by the fire and Nanny would get angry. Do you want to turn into a piece of charcoal, Julia? Daddy says that our wine, which is produced here, is extraordinary. I hate wine. I prefer beer. These plates are not ours. Nanny left them here. I remember them well. For Julia, to take more and more photos, Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them. Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth. Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk. Julia Kay, distressed but supported by faith. Irenei the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased. First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th, a kilo more every month of soup ingredients, reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers, and an unexpected distribution of jam. Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously. These are our vineyards. My father loved them so much that he constantly took photos of them.
I can. I need to play Bugsnax at some point.
Excellent. I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it. Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget. I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
Hey, Bonnie. Quality still good? It's at 1080,
War.
right?
Always war, even in paintings.
Nice. Perfect.
These masks, I remember them vividly. I always tried to escape their gaze. One of Daddy's many photos. Who knows who these other people are? Old photographs that Father took of this house.
Thank you. What?
We are so lucky. In these
Right?
difficult times, pantries are empty and people
I feel-
are going hungry.
I feel like
But with a
this
German general
this
for father,
game's gonna be a
food
pretty
is
slow
never
burn.
scarce. Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here? These could be of use to me.
Hey, I got a weapon. Nice.
Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking. Mummy's medicine. Will they do her any good? This fabric is not new to me, yet I do not think I have ever seen it in the house.
Oh.
Our wine. Daddy is so proud of it. I don't like wine all that much, but I go crazy for our dessert wine. It is very sweet.
Ishgard.
These workbenches fascinate me. I would love to learn carpentry. This is where Nanny's husband made my dolls. The puppets I used to play with were made here. I never knew that when I was a child. They always told me that a fairy brought them. I didn't really believe them, but it was nice to think that. When I was little, these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one. Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to. Daddy had this device brought here last week. It's old, but still works. He has always loved everything technological.
My headset shut off for a moment. It's at 50%, but I was just like suddenly lost all sound for a moment.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame. There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards.
This This is pretty cool. This whole like you develop it like in a dark room, develop like old photos.
Orgy Bonsi. On the day of St. Alexis, the battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American bombing. Our Lady of Carmel, a company of the Falchium Regiment, counterattacked yesterday, forcing the French to retreat to Piazza del Mercato. The situation is currently under control.
Florence, July 15th, 1944. General Erich K. As per our prior agreement, we are sending you military encrypted communication material. The device must remain hidden and secret. Hail. Feld Mascherallo, Carl H.
Wait. They sent. Oh, so in this game, they sent your dad a letter, and it said "Hail Hitler." Oh my God, am I in a is we a Nazi family? Are we the baddies? What the fuck? What the fuck? We're the baddies. What the fuck?
I don't need that right now.
Oh my God. I just noticed the swastika right here too. Oh no. For what? Oh, for Monster Hunter. They were saying they changed your... I thought you were saying they changed your Reaper build. There's a tripod.
Camera is set up with the self-timer. With the enlarger, I can print the images from the film onto paper. It's always a thrill to develop a photo. You can't see anything at first, yet something invisible is captured on the black film, a kind of ghost. That invisible breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. there are those who say that photography steals the soul or captures it. That's why they used to photograph the dead. But nowadays, almost nobody does it anymore. Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly, or they'll think I'm crazy. Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone. I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened. But suddenly, a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory. Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up. July 18th. Everything has changed. I feel like a different person. The best part of me left with Martha. My enthusiasm, my desire to live, and the will to joke around. I find myself alone, left to my own devices, confused with no desire or expectations. I was handling the cameras at the lake and there was a floating body on the water. I don't remember what I was doing before. Yet another memory lapse. That lifeless body was Martha's, my sister. Mummy ran up to me and hugged me, thinking I was Martha, and that I, Julia, was dead. I didn't correct her mistake, and now it's too late. If they find out I have been fooling everyone, I don't even want to think about it. I feel terribly guilty pretending to be Martha, pretending to be deaf. I took the photo for Martha's frame. I know it's too late now, and I felt incredible pain placing the picture. I said goodbye to her forever in that moment. I realized she was gone, and there was no going back. I must do one thing for Martha. I must find out what happened. The partisans couldn't have killed her. That's just ridiculous. Lapo is my friend, and he is one of them. He loved us so much. We know all of them. So it's just impossible. It's dark and I can't turn on the lights. It's dangerous. I'll need a flash for the camera. I can look for it amongst Daddy's things in the room below his bedroom. I don't have the courage to use the phone. Not right now.
The fuck is this window?
Here's the camera flash. Now I can photograph Martha even in the dark. Daddy's stuff. War maps. I've heard everything will play out on this new defensive line. I don't have the courage to use the phone. Not right now.
How the fuck? Oh, there it is. You know why? So you know why that happened though? Because I was setting up Twitch stuff and they were sending me like SMS like to get into two-factor, and I forgot I had my soundboard on my number pad, so I was just putting in the numbers, so I hit like a button. So it was just making sounds.
Dan, it would be nice to have you always by my side, even if it's just a picture.
I know, I was taking a picture of her. I expected something scary to happen there. Your hand's weird looking. Probably isn't. Though, you can see your body in this. It's not like a floating camera. Yeah. Right? When you just had like floating hands in front of a camera. Place is creepy as shit at night. Yeah, I was gonna say you just casually gonna go get a lobster roll at night. What?
I love the night, but this night scares me. In the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step. I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind.
The music's picking up.
The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be? I killed her to steal the love.
Oh, there was a ghost. There was actually a ghost.
Feel for me. How could I have done such a thing?
Ghost. Blood, see blood. Wait, that's a vampire. Hey, look.
German soldiers. Daddy ordered patrols to be carried out near the house, but how could they have lost a helmet? God only knows.
Yeah, go get your A for currents, bro. Probably not.
Oh no! Damn lamp! Luckily I still have my lighter with me.
Oh, it's the ghost lady.
The cameras are somewhere around here. Two cameras left.
What? What, Bunny?
One more camera to collect. A shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo of it and leave it where it is. That's it. I've got them all. These films are going to help me understand what happened. Now I should rush home to develop them. How could it have ended up here? It looks familiar.
It is. Albuquerque's a pretty big city, you know. Should. It's like the movies, you know. You step up there and everything goes brown. Because of all the dirt in the air. True. Have you been to Hollywood, Jen?
Julia.
Oh, the ghost grabbed me. Oh no. have a look behind button. Are you playing Bugsnax? Wait. Did I just walk into hell? What the fuck? Bunny, look at this shit. I dig this. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I bought it. It was on sale, I bought it. Wait, what the fuck? Who's hanging? There's some trippy shit going on. What? What, Sunso? Is that baby? That's a titty. And that is a baby. Wait, was she pregnant? I don't know what the fuck happened just now. Yeah, you watch me play it too.
Oh, yet another nightmare. She entered my dreams once more. Maybe she wants to talk to me. What am I saying? Fairy tales coming true. Yet I feel... No, these are the thoughts of a crazy person, and I'm not crazy. Oh, damn it, what's all this blood? I'm not due yet, and there's a lot more than usual. What's happening to me? Am I going to be joining Martha sooner than I thought? I have to wash up and do what needs to be done. If I'm sick, I have little time. The truth awaits me. It must be hidden within those rolls.
What? Why is that upside down?
What am I thinking? I would stain my clothes with blood. That's better. But I still don't understand all of that blood. That's never happened to me before. But I'm not going to tell my doctor. Otherwise he'll make me stay in bed and rest. It's not polite leaving the house in just my underwear.
What? Yeah, they haven't been around for a bit. A lot of people, like, I'm sure a lot of the people that created stuff for them still do stuff. But, like, the channel itself is, like, dead.
Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing. Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions.
You're going to bed, Bunny?
Here are my cards. Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict hers. The future was always good for everyone. Maybe when she read them, she saw my true future which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with. But deceiving oneself is sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise? Pervitin again. I feel like these pills do nothing other than agitate her. Romola, 15th of July 1944. Dear Mrs. Irene, I'm writing to let you know that all is well here at the villa. Thank you for being so considerate and caring. I apologize for the simplicity of the housing you were forced to live in. I also locked the room where the little one used to stay as requested. I've left you the key. It is the one with the pink keyring. Try to stay safe. Best regards, Nanny. Why on earth did Mummy have that door locked? It was my room. What is she trying to hide? There are more and more weapons around, and everyone is scared after what happened. This is Mummy's jewellery. She wears them every day, even though Daddy says it's impractical and dangerous to show signs of wealth these days. As usual, she doesn't want to listen to reason and ends up arguing with Daddy until he goes to play war, as she says. The end of a relationship. It's very clear, but my plans will be successful. I only need to know what these plans are. The end of a relationship. It's very clear, but my plans will be successful. I only need to know what these plans are.
Yeah, I'm much more of a morning person.
Following the dramatic news from the countryside, Archbishop Toccarelli will protest with the French in the city for the raping being committed by invading troops. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their homes and walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house entrances, and doorways, must remain closed night and day. The population are advised to stay in their cellars, or, where these do not exist, churches and other large buildings. The patrols of German armed forces have orders to shoot at people who are on the street, or who are found looking out of their windows. I shall repeat for clarity. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their homes and walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house entrances, and doorways, must remain closed night and day. The population are advised to stay in their cellars, or, where these do not exist, churches and other large buildings. The patrols of German armed forces have orders to shoot at people who are on the street, or who are found looking out of their windows.
The radio needs to be kept on at all times these days. It can save your life knowing things on time, especially before they happen. General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behaviour. German command of S. Vincenzo Attori. Telephone number 1185. .25 ISO film. When the sun is high in the sky, it's perfect. The keys to my old room are not here. Where are they? She leaves them everywhere. I think she's having too many and too often. Nets for catching butterflies, poor creatures. I had so much fun with them. I'm already dressed. The Superior Commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives not reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and/or protects them and provides them with clothing and/or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot. Italian workers in Germany. The following rules are in place for workers who voluntarily work in Germany. A commitment of a maximum period of 1 year before returning to Italy. War rages on the Eastern Front. An attack launched by the Soviets after hours of cannonade. The fight on this front has been going on for a long time. Fighting in Normandy. Victorious Germanic counterattack on the road from Perrières to Carentan. Pont Heber reconquered north of Saint-Lô. Many US losses caused by the flying bomb action. tripod is necessary to take photos with long exposures. A lens and a roll of infrared film. They can photograph what the naked eye cannot see. I have found what I need to take infrared photos. Red filter for super high contrast photos. With this lens, I can shoot very close up. Orange filter. When there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast. Blue filter. Ideal for indoor photos. With this lens, everything gets bigger. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. I have to be careful and keep the volume down as I listen. I must go unnoticed. I am meant to be deaf after all.
Ready? Julia? You ready?
Sure, Daddy. I'm good to start.
I've already started recording.
Oh, no, my voice will sound awful.
No way, come on. Didn't you want to study singing anyway?
No, I was young and stupid when I said that.
Okay, ready?
Go. Oh, how nice. It's the rehearsal for last week's concert. I never heard the recording. But I was right, my voice is awful. Cannot be called singing. Anyway, it's time I developed these film rolls. I can't wait any longer. I wish I could just stop time. These images could change everything. I cannot bear the fact that I may have hurt Martha. I would rather die. Damn my head and these memory lapses. It's such a pain not remembering. It's like getting lost inside yourself. A photograph is both the present and the past, like a dead body. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe it's silly to think you can capture the soul of someone who has died. Her face can't tell me anything anymore. I know that, really. Her lack of expression scares me. I don't even know whether to keep this blank photo with me or just throw it away.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The look of dread upon his face.
I'm carrying Martha to shore. I'm trying to save her. My memories, although fuzzy, do match reality. I feel a little better. Now I can find out who really hurt Martha. Maybe I should meet with the White Lady. She might be able to tell me something. Is this crazy talk? Yes, definitely. But what's normal about any of this? Maybe you have to be a little crazy to get anything done. Yes, I've undressed and I'm about to dive in. This matches my memory.
Skin. I'm just here developing photos.
Here I was running toward the pier, just as I remember.
We're gonna develop this photo.
What is this? A joke? Maybe someone wrote on the film? Also, what does that even mean? Light, like divine light? Something to do with religion, maybe? This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says. I was afraid of animals when I was little. I never approached them alone. The cows. That must be Chinsey and her little calf.
Cows. You got cows in Canada? Ah, sounds nice. Probably painful though. Hey look, there's another Nazi box.
The box is empty. The telegraph would have been installed nearby. The generator. It's very important these days as the power goes out often. They moved it here from our house.
Hey look, it's a Reaper weapon. Okay, keep watching, keep watching. Goats.
It was always fun to watch the goats get milked. Ice was one of the more agitated ones and would always drive Nanny crazy.
The goats.
My bike. The wheel is deflated as usual. A bicycle pump will solve this.
bicycle pump. I might be getting close to needing a break because I'm starting to get a little tired. Feel like we've made decent prog. Yeah.
It must have been Lapo, the dummy. There's little wonder why everyone thinks there's more than friendship between us.
I can do this.
Only one divination per day.
Oh, wait, no, I can't.
I came here to fish when I was little. I went with that ever so kind man who worked for my father. Who knows where he is now? Maybe he joined the war too. I always wanted to swim here when I was with Nanny, even when it was cold.
Camera. Oh, it's skin. Okay. Explore this way. Do you? Yeah, it's a little later. Yeah, it just kept. I would like clear each map as I went. This way. I wish I could pet the cow. Surprised it. No, I'm actually surprised they don't let you pet the cow. It's a plane overhead. Also, hello. Welcome, Zypher.
What is this place?
Oh, what's
This
this?
never used to be here.
On some spooky, weird place.
Another entrance, maybe?
I don't know how much longer I'll be up, but I've been enjoying exploring this game. I've also swapped from Streamlabs to just straight up OBS. Seemed to be a pretty good transition. So. Positive. So that's that thing. What? What the fuck? The gunshots.
Hey! Los geht's! Hier lang! Hier drüben! Oh! Hey! Vorwärts! Hier! Sie sind da lang! Verdammt! Los! Laufen!
What is going on
Oh,
here?
damn. Okay.
What are the soldiers doing? It's dangerous, I know, but I want to follow them and see what's happening.
Verdammt!
Normally you don't walk towards gunshots. Oh. This dude got
Oh
fucked
God,
up.
please no. Lapo, my dear friend. What have they
Oh.
done to you?
Shit, that's her boyfriend.
Your handkerchief was the symbol of what you believed in. At least that is left of you.
Yeah, taking his gun would be a good idea, really.
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone and I cannot reconcile myself.
I totally just got shot. I'm pretty sure. Probably not a great idea to just be reading
Du
that
hast
there.
ein Mädchen erschossen, du Idiot. Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. Was machen wir jetzt?
Fuck.
Sieh mal, was sie um ihren Hals hat. Sie ist eine von ihnen. Es musste getan werden.
Sie ist die Tochter von General Erich K., du verdammter Trottel. Sie war die Freundin von diesem armen Kerl. Oh, verdammt, jetzt sind wir wirklich am Arsch. Scheiße, lass uns abhauen. Aber sie lebt noch. Sie liegt im Sterben. Siehst du, wo du sie getroffen hast? Sie ist bestimmt schon tot. Wir müssen jetzt abhauen, sonst sind wir auch bald tot.
I got fucking shot. Damn it.
I'm dying, I thought. But
I don't think this
strangely
counts as a
enough,
death,
I
though.
wasn't afraid. In fact, I was almost relieved. When I returned, I found myself once again in the midst of a bad dream. One whose meaning I did not understand at the time.
Shit. Martha. Okay, I guess it is a parents. You missed the face cutting scene.
I give you back my words.
Oh, it's the face.
I give you back my words.
Oh, I gotta put. Am I about to put the face back on her?
I give you back my words. I give you back your feelings. I give you back your feelings.
It's raining. What did I
I
think?
give you back your feelings.
Let's see.
Now I see. Now I see. Now
Two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On Julia's day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded, but they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede, and instead kept insisting. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person went with you? Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply be delaying her fate. They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death. So I asked how their choice was reached. We drew lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate. Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me. In that case, my work was done. She must have been Julia. However, little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides. Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damn smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
Interesting.
Ugh. Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe. I would like to spend a moment with my sister, just me and her alone, before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away. No, my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, Doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right. The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise,
she would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, Doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
You know, with all of these preparations for the funeral, Irina wants everything to be perfect. It's her way of coping, so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman who has suffered so much. Maybe too much.
There's my bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there. Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you, even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
Tarot card time.
There is darkness that brings uncertainty, but there will be a guide. Something that can teach me something. July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity.
Let's see.
Violence against citizens continues in La Romola, and once again General K's family has come under fire.
Alright, I should probably actually end it there. I am getting pretty sleepy.
Now it is the life of her sister, Martha.
Oh, that's cool. You have a save at an autosave at the beginning of each chapter. That's cool. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and end this for now. Thank you for tuning in. I will be back again probably tomorrow. I want to try and do more consistent streams, especially for the month of October, for, you know, horror. Do some more horror stuff. So yeah. I'll try to be back tomorrow, if not Monday. So thank you for tuning in, and y'all have a good night. This game so far, it's pretty interesting. I'll have to keep going.